Do you trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is nodemarket.io. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. Nodemarket.io.
All right. What's going on? Hello. All right. We'll go through. I got some little news tidbits to talk about, but it's all kind of cool, relevant stuff. And then I'll cover the typical stuff, which is the questions that we get that are, the mostly redundant, but that's okay. We like answering questions over and over. It's our most favorite thing. Okay, Twin. We were supposed to have a final date last week. Then we were supposed to have it Friday. Then we were supposed to have it Monday. Then we were supposed to have it yesterday. Actually, we were supposed to have it Tuesday. You know what? I'm going to actually message them while we're doing this. And who knows? Maybe we'll get an answer. They're waiting for audits to come back on their token. So it's not a question of if they're going to launch. They're just simply saying they want to make sure that their token's not all stupid before they launch it, which I think it's fine because it's kind of copy and paste, but it never hurts to get an audit. Do we have a date yet? And the reason I said that is because I raised my voice with capital letters. So, do we have a date yet? Okay. So we'll see. We'll see if we get an answer there. Okay, that's the Twin news. The Libra news. I'm actually actively this second going back and forth with the CEO. And I said, let me see. He's actually responding. I want to do it. Okay. Roger that. Julio. Oh, and he's doing a Twitter Spaces. He's live. We're live. Look at us all being live. So apparently we're good to go on that. We will announce the details of that tomorrow. No. Oh, you just agree to fund us the tokens. One per, which we will have paid for. 0.2. Okay. On the TGE date so that we can have the bridge for the in-lib to lib. Easy peasy. I think that's it. I think let me see. In your case, I'd say 50 million. Not dollars. I'm not a Richie Rich. Total. Bam. Okay, looking good. All right, so then there it is. So that deal, we'll talk more. Did Ben take over Twin? No. Ben is an advisor, and that's it. So here's what we'll do. Brandon and I will put that information together. By Brandon, I mean mostly Brandon because he does all the actual work. But we will have all that ready to kind of present in a more easy to understand format. So what this is going to mean is on Node Market, there's going to be an in-Lib token. This is the Libra token. We're going to talk about the project tomorrow. We're going to go through the deck and all that kind of stuff. We actually did a video for the private clients on the deck. We went through the whole deck. Maybe I can cut just that piece and give it to the digital investor community. Maybe we'll put that in the digital investor materials. But anyway, it will be for the digital investor community, but we have to token gate it for a variety of reasons. Some of those legal, actually legal, just not some of them. That's the reason, legal. So we will token gate it. Hi, Kitty. Are you excited too? Yeah. Want to say hi? Anyway, we will, it'll be token gated by you must have one NFT, one Node Market NFT in the wallet that you're using to purchase the tokens, the in-Lib, which we will create on the TGE date, whether that's whatever their date is. And they're thinking September, but maybe as far out as the beginning of October. But I think they're trying to get it done in September. Anyway, there won't be a lockup. You will simply swap. So yeah, he's sending me another message. Let's see. Well, this is just to add more. Oh, whoa, Kitty. You're touching buttons. Hey, bro. What are you doing? Come here. You know what? Kitty decided the music was no good, so she just turned it off. Hey. Come here. Whoa, come here, baby. Whoa. Good girl. You guys want to say hi to Voodoo? Let me see if I can get her to calm down. I think you guys have all seen Voodoo before. I can't ever get Loki up here on screen that long before he just pulls a freak out. Baby. For those of you that have met her, she is part lynx, part savannah, but much more on the lynx side. She wild, but she was a twin. She was with a twin, and so this is as big as she got, which is still big. She's still a big cat, but she's not serval big. She's house cat big. Want to say hi? Hi, I'm house cat big. And she's cool. She's very, very nice. And there's another lynx. There's actually a wild lynx in the neighborhood that walks around, which is kind of cool. And they've actually seen each other. I don't know if they're like, there's any brand awareness. They're like, hey, nice ears. Yeah, nice ears. Anyways. Okay. So we will do the Lib token. We will have it. We will sort all that out and have information for you that makes more sense by tomorrow. And then when Brandon technically can sort that out, but what it'll be is you need to own one NFT in the wallet that you purchase with, because we have to token gate it. And then you will be able to buy the tokens on day one. On day one, we will put a bridge up. So on the TGE, you'll be able to swap. The buy limit, we're not going to institute a limit. There's going to be a top end of tokens. There's just going to be an amount of tokens that's it. And so when we get to that amount of tokens, I think they're going to allow us, they may allow us 50 million tokens. Top matter of fact, that's what they're asking. Okay. They're doing their thing. All right. Anyway, that's how it goes in real time. Woo woo. And I got a check mark. So it looks like 50 million would be the total amount of tokens. And they will figure out pricing, all that kind of stuff. The launch pads are going to launch it at a penny, which it looks like a penny, but we have they will have lockups. As do we, by the way. We have lockups, the digital private clients, for those of you that are like, what the smoke? Digital private clients have lockups, so it's not like we get all of our tokens. These will be unlocked tokens. You'll get them all day one. So yes, they won't be the pre-listing angel-y whatever price, but there won't be a year of lockups. There won't be cliffs. The way it works for the private clients, and I think for the whole private round, was those tokens you get 8%, 8% on day one, followed by a 3-month cliff, followed by the token distributions going every month for that for 12 months. Let me do this. Okay, what? Yeah, it's just happening live. Whatever. Just want to give you. Okay, anyway, that'll happen. We'll have that all sorted out. We'll have the details for it tomorrow. And then depending on when Brandon can get that going, we'll get that going. Yay. Okay, that's done. That's good. Yay. Now, the only other thing that would be awesome is if the guys would tell us, okay, we're expecting us early this week. We're rallying. Okay, awesome. Is that a Thursday? Okay, so I'm also getting information back from the Twin team. They are saying they're going to announce the official date early next week. Woo woo. No coffee today, fellas. It's weird. The coffee, because of the sugar I put in it, it actually drags me downward. And then, so I don't think I get the benefit of coffee. You know, coffee is supposed to basically unplug the low oil light as far as your energy, right? Like you feel tired, so it blocks the feedback loop in your body that lets you realize that you're tired. It doesn't give you, caffeine doesn't give you energy. It just blocks the kind of neurological response that you're tired. That makes sense? That makes sense. Anyway, I don't get that from coffee. So what I get is I get the downside of the sugar. Yeah. And that sucks. And I don't like the taste of coffee. I just like the sugary taste. So really, I just really want a big mug of sugar. Well, that's not so good. Same microphone, Howard, buddy. It's the same size. It's the same. Sometimes it's closer or farther. Like if I go closer, it's bigger. Further, smaller. Same one. This is the one that I got back in the day at Money Morning Live. Real quick, who was here in the Money Morning days? Anybody here from that group? Well, most of you, right? Let me know when I can speak about it. Okay. So that's good. So we got information back from the twin team, which is good. Give me 2 seconds because I want to make sure. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. I think everybody's happy. Woohoo! Ooh, and they're signing another deal in Indonesia. Ah, man, so much going on. Today's a crazy day. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Let's get back to it because I've been ignoring you, but I've been ignoring you for a good reason because I'm trying to give you guys information as it happens. Sometimes this stuff happens while we're doing it live. Anyway, we have the twin information, and that is that we should have a day. I'll know over the weekend. I mean, they told me a date just now, but they said we're not going to officially press release, and that's their job to do it. It's not mine. They are them. They are not me. I can tell you this. I better not say anything. It's soon. Okay, twin is soon. Fair? Twin is soon. Not soon enough that you could hold your breath, but soon enough that well, let's see. How long can you go without food? It depends where you're at, and it depends on your body, I guess. Anyway, soon. And then the Lieb project we are going to do, so we're going to do the in Lieb. And Max, he's on a Twitter Spaces talking about a deal they're doing in Indonesia, which is a big one. And we will talk about Libra tomorrow in depth, mostly behind the wall. Well, yes. Okay, cool. There it goes. Whew. I can neither confirm nor deny. Wink, wink, Chris. So many winks. Let's see. Hilarious. Oh God, I made fun. I did. I dick moved all those guys. So many dick moves. So here's what we'll do. Wait. Oh my God, they're getting the math wrong. No. Let me get this right. All 50 tokens within Lieb. So we will hand you 500K if it sells. No, do you not understand? It's math, man. This is all simple math, bro. Token gate it. Keep everyone happy. Whew. So basically what's going on is one of the admin guys is there and he's going between me and Max. Max is doing a live Twitter Spaces right now. And we're doing this. Whew. Okay. So there's that. All right. What about Hypercycle? What's going on? Seems to be a long time before compute. Compute's running. With Hypercycle, compute is running. The thing is that they've expanded their use cases to a bunch of different things. And what that means is they're like sending devs in a bunch of different directions. And that's created, it's created some scenarios where they thought, well, wait a minute, the way we were going to do compute might not be robust enough or it might not be inclusive enough for different size companies. So they're rejiggering things so that as many people as possible can can participate, and it's easier to onboard those people. So that's required some new tooling. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at there. All right. 5%. No, yeah, get out of those chat rooms. I was going to do a whole thing today about echo chambers and all that kind of crap, but you guys get it. You'd have to be a damn retard to think that you get anything good out of living in a chat room. Okay, so let's talk about, we got Ripple news. We've got an FTX settlement. We've got tokenized money market. We've got ETF options chains coming to Grayscale, Failscale, and what that might mean. I like options. I mean, it's a way for us to create a little bit of extra yield, and us as investors that are holders of the asset, we have to look at how that works. I mean, especially for those of you that may want to hold in retirement and pensions and in things like that. And I don't know what the rules are in IRAs, if you guys can sell options against your IRA assets. But anyway, this is just another way to further monetize. I spent a lot of time in options markets, like a lot. And so if we can employ some of those things against Ethereum and eventually against Bitcoin, that would be awesome. So anyway, this kind of stuff is cool. So we will talk about Ripple. Ripple's up. So let me go ahead and put on the market stuff. Let's talk markets as it intermingles with the news that we will discuss. How about that? And the Bitcoin is almost 59,000. I haven't seen prices like this since, last week when it shit the bed down from 70,000. Oh, it doesn't look so great. But, listen, it got down to 49,000 and change. Still down 7 and change on the week. Ethereum's down 20%. Holy smokes. I got my ass kicked. But it's fine. I dollar cost average. I was dollar cost averaging all the way down. I actually went a little bit lower. It came back up. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. I'm getting some staking. I'm not getting 20% staking. No, I'm not. But I'm fine. And I don't hold anything. If I lose a fraction of a second, I told you this isn't an apocryphal story, but this is definitely something that was relatively recent. I had Arweave, and when it was up in the 40s, it was like banging around between like 35 and like $47. And it did not make any sense to me. The price behavior seemed really spammy, and I don't know. I like Arweave, the project, but the price action looked fake. It looked manipulated and flawed and fraudulent, and just, I don't know. It didn't sit well. And I was up at night and I was like, something's not right, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't work. It's not working for me, man. So I deuced out of it. The whole thing. I don't do that a lot, but when I get like a weird feel about something, I'm like, I got to go with my gut. You got to go with your gut instinct, because that's all of your training and experience wrapped up in one big brain ball. So I deuced out of it, and it's come back down, and I'm still not comfortable getting back in it. Now, it does tend to go, it got all the way down to like $16. It probably goes back to the mid 30s and all that kind of stuff. I'm not telling you this as investment advice. I'm telling you, you need to listen to your gut instinct. And on any of these assets, if you're getting like some weird feeling, get out. Just get out. Unload. Get out of the asset. It's not worth it. Or deleverage. Lessen your exposure to the point where you're not panicking and feel crappy. Don't lose sleep over this stuff. Like, don't ever lose any sleep over this stuff. The exchange that stole you're going to get some money back. We're going to talk about that too, right? What, FTX, right? Or wait, no. What exchange stole your XRP? They're too low to get out. Well, not if it's making you depressed. It's making you depressed. Get out. Would it be the worst thing to hold off on DCAing for the next 2 weeks? I did a lot of buying over the weekend that was crazy, and I put myself in some good positions, but I think I will kind of wait and see what's going on. And remember, don't think of today compared to yesterday. Think, if you're looking at DCAing, think of today compared to the next couple of years. And that's still the math that you have to do. Don't be like, oh, well, I could have gotten it for cheaper and this and that and that. Nope. Forget all that. Okay. All right, let's do this. Always employ your dollar cost averaging strategy consistent with the way that you dollar cost average. There. Okay, let's talk Ripple. They did get I mean, it's a win. It's a win because the SEC wanted $2 billion from them for their shenanigans. So I guess that's a win, for a legal win, kind of. But there's some strings attached to it, and I don't know. I still don't know. I mean, you tell me, if you guys were a big company and Ripple approached you and they're like, we won our legal case. He's like, okay, how did you win? Well, they only found us guilty for part of the crime that we committed. The other part was not crime, at least by definition. So let me go through it. But it is kind of a victory. Hey, kitty. It's kind of a victory in that it's over. Unless the SEC appeals the decision. So the SEC wanted a $2 billion fine, and a federal court changed that to $125 million penalty. But they also no. You can sit. You got to sit. Bubba, sit. Yeah, sit down. You're near electronics. You got to sit. Bubba, sit. Sit. Good girl. There you go. Just cozy up to the something and sit. Sit. You're so good. You're such a good kitty. Who has a cat that sits? Am I right? All right. So Ripple achieved a interesting legal victory against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission as a federal court slashed the SEC's initial $2 billion demand to $125 million penalty. Appealable. I don't think the SEC will appeal. I think they'll take their money. They'll just take the win. But they wanted $2 billion. How much was the damage that Ripple did? They caught. Oh no, kitty, come here. You gotta go down now, baby. Because you're touching buttons. Go down, baby. Good girl. All right. So they did about $1.3 billion in illegal stuff and got caught. And it is what it is. Now, what they did say, interestingly, they said that the sales that Brad and Chris personally made under the current legal landscape were not the violating. I mean, they sold at a discount to institutional investors with no lockups, but apparently that's not illegal. It's shitty. It's scammy. And if I'm a businessman, if I'm a bank, or if I'm a financial institution, and I look and these are the guys I'm dealing with, I'm like, no effing way, man. I'm not working with you creeps. You guys are the creeps that got, but anyway, from a legal standpoint, they said, listen, what you guys did doesn't constitute a security sale, right? So the secondary market, I guess, because the tokens were given to Brad and Chris. They gave them to themselves, but then they can do whatever they want with them. Kind of. Okay, great. So, Brad said he called the ruling a triumph for Ripple and the broader community, stating, we respect the court's decision and have the clarity to continue growing our company. Well, of course, because you know how they're going to pay the fine? They're going to sell more XRP to a bunch of dumb assholes that buy it. They're going to sell more XRP that they gave themselves, which will further deteriorate the price I mean, they sell almost $1 billion a month anyway. So what difference does it make? It's not $1 billion. They get $1 billion a month. They probably spend a couple $100 million. But without that, there is no Ripple. There is no company. Without the 100, 200, 300, 400 million dollars a month that they have from the Ripple escrow, from the XRP escrow, that those tokens, there is no company. They're not cash flow positive. They don't make money. So it is what it is. Anyway, however, the court, wait, the decision marks a turning point in this protracted legal battle that has been with us for almost 4 years now. The court not only reduced the financial penalty, but denied the SEC's request for disgorgement. That's the thing that's weird. But anyway, I'm not going to dither in that. Ripple, however, did not emerge entirely unscathed. Specifically, the court granted the SEC's request for a permanent injunction barring Ripple from engaging in unregistered security sales in the future. Well, that's kind of silly. That's like saying it's illegal for you to murder anyone. It's already illegal to murder. Yes, but now there's an injunction. Okay, what does that even mean? Well, there's an injunction. So if you murder, it's illegal. It's already illegal. Yes. So this is pretty stupid. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what a permanent injunction on something that's already been found to be illegal. What does that even mean? It's illegal twice. It's two ill eagles, two sick birds. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, the mixed outcomes have led to ongoing debates over the completeness of Ripple's victory and whether the SEC will appeal the decision. So commenting on the decision, now the speculation will be, and there was a former SEC attorney, he said that now the speculation in the Ripple case that's still not over with will be, will the SEC appeal? I don't think they will. I think that that's it. They got $125 million. They attacked a crypto company, which is full of creeps. But on the other side of it, who is XRP really hurting? A bunch of dummies that buy the token, that think that they're going to take over the world, the financial system, that Brad and Chris are going to architect the future of all finance. Get out of town. So who are they really hurting? A bunch of dummies. It's no different than a meme coin. It's a financial meme coin. So what? So, like, buyer beware, caveat emptor, like, so what? So I guess I'm kind of less mad at Ripple now after seeing this whole meme coin nonsense. And if someone had a gun to my head and they said, do you want Ripple to succeed? Like, if would you rather see Ripple succeed in XRP Moon, or would you rather see Solana? I'd rather see Ripple succeed. The people at, Brad and Chris are just greedy and kind of scummy. The people at Solana are all the worst parts of everything in finance. They're the worst parts of everything in traditional finance and crypto. Like, everything. They steal, they lie over and over. They cheat. Their network is a piece of shit. It's like, it's one thing after the next. It is a total spammy dumpster fire fucking nightmare. So at least at Ripple with Bread Garlic Mouth and Chris Grand Larceny, at least they employ like 400 people. And I'm not against those people. Like, those people are good people. They're doing their jobs and all that. David Schwartz is a fucking douchebag who would allude to the fact that he thinks people think he's Satoshi, which no one does. And he's kind of a worm. And I'm guessing if you checked his, internet browsing history, you'd find things that were uncomfortable, but like, whatever, like, he's the smart guy. He worked for I think he worked for the NSA or something like that. So, like, cool, whatever. He hasn't done shit crypto, but at least those guys are only like basic dumpster, like scummy kind of salesy guys. They admitted, I'll say this too about Bread and Chris. They admitted immediately what they did. They didn't even try to hide it. They're like, we did it. So what? We don't think it's illegal. And guess what? Turns out they were right. What they personally did wasn't illegal. All the other stuff the company did was illegal. But what they personally did, while immoral, was legal. So good for them, I guess. Does that mean that XRP is that the community's brimming with optimism? Well, I don't know, man. The problem still remains. What good is the XRP token? What could you do with the XRP token that you can't do with any other stable coin? And by the way, Ripple is pivoting towards stable coins pretty wholeheartedly. So I don't know, man. Yeah, exactly. They are super cool though. They hang out at the beach. Bunch of douchebags. I'll tell you what I think, why I think the fine was so low. Because they basically got caught doing $1.3 billion worth of kind of sketchy sales. I think that they made an agreement, an information sharing agreement with the government. Kind of like the people over at Tether did. August 78th. I think I meant to change it from 7 to 8. Let me change that. That looks real stupid. It's August 78th, you guys. That's when you tell people when you're going to pay them back. Hey, man, when are you going to get me that 5 Gs you owe me? August 78th. What? Yeah, man. August 78th. Ah, shit. I'm never getting paid back. So I think they did an information sharing agreement like the guys at Tether did. Take your slap on the wrist, take your fine, and open your books, open your transaction histories now into the future, and all your partners. And that's another reason why as a company, I would not work with Ripple. Because why? You do your 5 T's on Ripple, the company. Well, you have to do it on the token, but like, it still doesn't make any sense. That was cool technology in like 2017, bro. But we're not even we don't even say bro anymore, bro. Guy, buddy, we can't. Those are toxically masculine terms. The diversity and inclusion groups would get dead in our ass for saying stuff like that. You can't even say that. Anyway, point is, that's what I think happened there. I think they cut a deal. I don't think there'll be any kind of appeal by the SEC. I think they put that thing to bed. It still doesn't make, in my opinion, Ripple a real company that anybody would invest in, because there's still nothing to really invest in. Like, what are you investing in? Exotic corridors. Which ones? Impronounceable words. Okay, I guess. What do you what do you guys use? Technology. What kind of technology? Advanced. Oh, shut up, God. It's like, ugh. Anyway, there. Let's go and talk about FTX settlement, because that's kind of interesting. All right. So for those of you that may have money over at FTX, some of you may have, they finally settled their CFTC lawsuit. They agreed to a $12.7 billion payout. Isn't that funny? Money that's not at all theirs. Like, we agree to this payout. Yo, you mean the money that you guys stole? Yes. That money, all the money that you stole from people. Yes. So you've agreed to pay back to creditors some of the money that you stole from them. Yes. Wow. How damn noble of you. Anyway, the CFT waived civil monetary penalties to maximize creditor repayment. That's cool. So basically the CFTC said, you're not going to pay us any fines, you big group of thievy assholes. Just pay people back as much as you possibly can. Oh, by the way, you don't even want to know how much money that these lawyers have absorbed during this thing. It's obscene. It's so much money, it would make you fucking puke. How much money that the lawyers that are a part of this swallowed up, that those of you that are supposed to be getting payments back from the exchange will not be getting, because these lawyers just fucking stole it. I mean, it's beyond, it makes me so mad. I'm not even going to read the numbers. Just going to skip over that part. Just going to skip over the part that those fucking lawyers stole from everyone. hundreds of millions of dollars while they figure this all out. What's there to figure out? Like, really, what's there to figure out? You have everyone's account. You know what's in everyone's account. You're the fucking exchange. You have all the records. Okay, subtract out the money that was stolen by Alameda and scam, bank run, fraud chicken, and all those other fuck sticks. What you have left is what's to be paid back. Why does this take 3 fucking years and hundreds, almost $1 billion in legal fees? What a fucking scam. Anyway, but I said I wasn't going to talk about that because it makes my blood boil. FTX, which doesn't exist, and Alameda, which doesn't exist, are permanently banned from trading digital assets. Okay. So so what? All right, a pivotal development in the ongoing bankruptcy saga emerged as New York Judge Kevin Castell approved a consent order requiring the defunct crypto exchange and its sister company, Alameda Scammy Theft Research, to pay $12.7 billion in restitution pay. They're not paying shit. It's money they stole directly from, oh my God. Even the way they word it irks me. It's not, you're not paying, they're not, man. They stole all of that. None of it's theirs. Anyway, they have to pay $12.7 billion in restitution to defrauded investors. This ruling concludes a 20-month CFTC lawsuit triggered by the FTX collapse in 2022 crypto winter when scam, bank run, fraud chicken stuck it to the rest of the world and decided that the bull run was over. All right. CFTC had initiated legal action against FTX and Alameda, alleging fraud and misrepresentation. Ooh, that's different than Mr. Representation. What? You're welcome. Both parties reached a settlement agreed on July 12th, which received final court approval on August 7th. The CFTC opted to waive a civil monetary penalty, ensuring the entire $12.7 billion will be directed towards repaying creditors. Not all of it, but a lot of it. The settlement mandated that FTX and Alameda repay $8.7 billion in restitution, with an additional $4 billion in disgorgement. The order also permanently barred both entities from trading digital assets or commodities or acting as intermediaries in such transactions. Okay. Furthermore, both companies are prohibited from engaging in any unauthorized financial activities. What? Again, why do you make it illegal to do illegal stuff? Isn't it already illegal? Mr. Bundy, no more murder. Yeah, okay. Anyway, distribution of settlement funds will be handled through the ongoing FTX bankruptcy proceedings, with oversight provided by the FTX CEO or a court-approved plan administrator. Additionally, regular reports on the disbursement of these funds will be provided to the CFTC to ensure compliance with the court's directives. This settlement is a significant step in addressing the financial fallout from FTX collapse. Once a major player in the cryptocurrency industry, the company filed for bankruptcy in 2022, erasing billions of dollars in investor wealth. No, the bankruptcy didn't erase the money. Let's get it right. The thieves that stole everyone's shit, scam, bank run, Caroline, all those douchey fucking orgy Bahamas crypto bros, they did that. Sam's dad did that. Trying to rig elections did that. Buying your name on the top of stupid ass arenas and shit, and paying whatever Matt Damon charges did that. Like, I don't know. No, Matt Damon was not FTX. He was crypto.com. Let's leave Matt Damon alone. No, it was Larry David and all those. God. Anyway, liquidating FTX assets to satisfy the settlement could impact the broader crypto market. Large-scale selling, similar to the empty Gox compensation process, may lead to downward price pressures. Moreover, the precedent set by this case could influence how future bankruptcies in the crypto space are handled, potentially leading to more conservative valuation and investment strategies. Yeah, how about just look at their hair, man? Just look at their hair. If it looks like a big stupid mop, don't give those guys money. God damn. And also, ask where they got their money from. And if it's a huge lie, move on down the road. Jesus, how stupid are people? Sam, where'd you get these billions of dollars? Oh, I had a laptop. I was in Singapore, and for 3 months, I traded the kimchi premium. What? Yeah, the kimchi premium. What are you talking about? You eat Asian food 3 days a week? Like what? I'm confused. Yeah, man. Arbitrage, bro. Just like I had like $80 and I just arbitraged it over and over. And then billions. Okay, cool. Cause that's one version of it. But also if you add up all the Bitcoin that was transferred, sold, traded in the entire time duration of the kimchi premium, it doesn't equal the money that you made. So are you telling us, Sam, that from your laptop in Singapore in a single office that you rented, Sam, that you made billions of dollars, basically starting with no money, you made billions of dollars on a premium that lasted for 3 months? That actually is more than the total amount of transacted crypto in that time. Yeah. Well, you do have curly hair. So I like what I'm seeing and I want to give you more money. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Next, let's talk about, which I think is, these two last bits are really cool. Franklin Templeton's tokenized money market fund expands to Arbitrum, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that means we buy Arbitrum, but I do like the idea that old Franklin T, old school, is doing crypto stuffs. Look at that. So the $420 million on-chain U.S. government money market fund was already on Stellar and on Polygon. So what they're doing is they're branching to different protocols. I'm guessing that Stellar was not a stellar performance. They went to Polygon to get closer to something to do with Ethereum, transactability. They're moving to Arbitrum, which, like, depending on who you ask, it's a layer 1, it's a layer 2. I think it's a layer 2, but they have some kind of like Polygon where there's Polygon kind of has, they have a layer 1 side, kind of a side chain, and then they have a layer 2 that sits on top of Ethereum, but they actually have two different, I don't know if you guys know that about like Matic. There's like two different chains. Anyway, whatever. Franklin Templeton, a $1.5 trillion asset manager, so they do not, has made its on-chain U.S. government money market fund, FOBXX, available on Ethereum via layer 2 blockchain Arbitrum. So here it's a layer 2. The company said Thursday, this is the third blockchain where the fund shares can be traded. Previously, the fund was tokenized on Stellar, stupid, and Polygon. Probably okay. Another layer 2 network of Ethereum. The Stellar network is the Franklin on-chain U.S. government money fund's official record of share ownership, a spokesman for Franklin Templeton told CoinDesk. The fund may also use Polygon and Arbitrum, I'm not sure how we pronounce that, networks for certain, Arbitrum, like arbitration, Arbitrum. We're gonna workshop that. For certain accounts upon request and subject to eligibility, Arbitrum will initially be available to institutional wallets. Cool. I just like the idea that they're doing this. I don't care to buy government securities ever, but I'm not against it happening. The Wall Street investment giant said the expansion will help the integration of decentralized finance into the traditional financial system and help Franklin reach a new audience of FOBX. FOBX. FOBXX. FOBX. Expanding the Arbitrum ecosystem is an important step on our journey to empower our asset management capabilities with blockchain technology. This is a deal for the sake of a deal. They're already on Matic. They're already on Polygon. This doesn't get them anything. My guess is Arbitrum approached them and said, hey, bro, please, please. Because there's no benefit. They're already on an Ethereum layer 2. Being on another Ethereum layer 2, I don't think that gets them anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. So what? So what? What, the 6 people that deal with Arbitrum, you're gonna welcome them to the fold? Like, get out of town. Doesn't even mean anything. Anyway, So who cares? Anyway, the fund, which was launched in 2021, was the first one to use public blockchain to record transactions and ownership. It stands at 420 million market cap. That ain't terrible. I mean, it's tiny compared to the market, but still cool, making it the third largest U.S. Treasury linked on-chain project. Well, I didn't even know there was Treasury linked on-chain products. I didn't know there was more than like one. I thought that JP Morgan Chase had a product that was running across Onyx, which is their system. Anyway, I didn't know there were several of these. So the fact that they're third place doesn't probably mean so much, but good for them. Anyway, since then, several other firms have made a push into the tokenization of real world assets. I don't know why this is a new thing. Oh, RWAs, you guys. Fucking everybody wake up. It's electrons. What's that? Those are electrons. Oh, electrons. Yeah. There's nothing new about electrons. They've been here since the beginning of the universe, almost the beginning of the universe. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we're doing it. It's a big thing now. RWAs. So they want to bring their funds onto blockchain rails. Great. The biggest ones include BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, and crypto native startup Securitize and Ondo, all of which have launched tokenized funds. Securitize, I met those guys years back. Cool concept, not the sharpest tools in the shed. That's all I want to say. They were very nice. They were super nice, kind of vacant. Like when you look into a cow's eyes and the cow is just staring off into the distance. You know there's not a lot going on back there. They're not like plumbing the depths of science or mapping out the fabric of the universe. They're just kind of vacant. I met those guys. They were kind of just vacant. So good for them that they still got a company. BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, BIDL, stupid, is the biggest such fund by market cap. BIDL runs on the main Ethereum chain, and Securitize manages, this is the vacant ones, manages the tokenized shares and keeps official ownership records. So listen, they found themselves a job. Good for them over at Securitize. Securitize. It's fun to say it. It's fun to say Securitize. All right. And then finally, Grayscale and Bitwise seek SEC approval for options on the Ethereum ETFs. So Grayscale, Failscale Investments, and Bitwise Asset Management have taken a significant step in the cryptocurrency investment landscape by filing for the launch of options trading on their spot Ethereum ETF products. This move marks a significant strategic attempt to expand the offerings within the burgeoning Ethereum investment market. Remember, BlackRock didn't get into Bitcoin and Ethereum to lose money. You guys get this, right? Everybody's like, I don't know about Ethereum. I don't know what the future is. Bitch, BlackRock, they didn't come in here to lose money, bro. They came in here to get rich. They're going to get rich, bitch. Anyway, hopefully we along with it. Pending approval from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the New York Stock Exchange would be contracted to list these options. That's kind of cool. So why the push for Ethereum ETF options? In recent filings, both Grayscale and Bitwise expressed the growing demand among institutional investors. Wouldn't that be amongst? No, grammar time. For more sophisticated financial instruments beyond the base Ethereum ETF product. They launched like 3 weeks ago. These guys are like, we need more tools. What do you mean? This just happened. Yeah, well, we need more tools. All right. The introduction of options trading is seen as a natural progression, allowing investors and, allowing retail and institutional investors to hedge risks and speculate on price movements with greater flexibility. Yes. Why not trade a derivative of a derivative? So the ETF is not Ethereum, although they buy Ethereum. So the options are against the ETF. So there's Ethereum, and then there's the financial asset above it, which is ETF. And now the options chains above that. You see how this can get wonky? This is how you end up with synthetic assets, a bunch of synthetic assets, and how they all start to move around together and slosh around. And you can have a situation like gold where you have 500 synthetic ounces of gold to every actual ounce of gold. And the gold people will be like, yeah, that's why we're going to be rich. Like, no, bitch, that's why you're not rich, because no one needs the physical anymore. You don't need the original gold. You could do away with all the gold in the world. There's plenty of paper gold to do what gold needs. Use platinum for your jewelry. Anyway, however, the SEC, under the leadership of Gary Gensler, has been cautious about approving such products, citing the inherent risks associated with crypto-linked options. I mean, whatever. No more than any other commodity. While Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs have seen gradual acceptance, options on these products remain a contentious issue. Institutional demand and regulatory challenges. The call for options on spot Ethereum ETFs underscores a broader trend among institutional investors seeking diversified and robust. You say robust when you're talking about, I don't know, either when John Wick is talking about weapons, he wants something more robust, you get it to him. Or when someone's talking about coffee, they want something more robust, you get them those beans. What I don't think robust in terms of options chains. This is not some exotic product. Anyway, proponents argue that if traditional investment products can offer options, the same should apply to their crypto counterparts. The filings indicate the comments are expected within a 21-day period, a crucial period that will determine the SEC's stance on the matter. No, the period doesn't determine the stance. The SEC determines the stance after probably not reading the comments and just going with whatever their gut instinct is. In my silly, worthless opinion, I don't see any reason why they would say no. All these other products, spammy or otherwise, have options chains. Option chains are a device. If you said yes to Bitcoin spot ETFs and you said yes to Ethereum spot ETFs, then how can you say no to options chains? Like, so what? Anyway, the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, supports the initiative, arguing that options trading on Grayscale and Bitwise Ethereum products would enhance investor exposure and market liquidity. Yeah, because you create a bunch of synthetic products layered on top of the other ones. No, what the NYSE likes is fees. They like fees. You know what Grayscale and Bitwise like? They like them some fees. You know why they love them some fees? Because 90% of options expire worthless. 90. 9 out of 10. 90 out of 100. 900 out of it, you get it. 90% of options expire worthless. So if you're an options buyer, you're a fool. If you're an options seller, you're a genius. It's the best. I mean, it's the best. Own the asset, sell options against it, wash, rinse, and repeat. Done. Anyway, the combined influence of major players like Grayscale, Bitwise, and BlackRock could potentially sway the SEC towards a more favorable decision. Okay, first of all, Grayscale, no one gives a shit what they have to say because they're a bunch of losers. Bitwise, a little. It's BlackRock. What does Larry think? WWLD. What would Larry do? Anyway, summing it up, timing and market dynamics. With the industry celebrating victories such as the ruling in favor, in part, of Ripple's sales, the momentum for regulatory clarity and expansion in crypto investment products, Grayscale and Bitwise's filings for options on ETFs for Ethereum are a testament to the evolving landscape and the increasing demand for sophisticated financial instruments in the cryptocurrency market. I like the way they say that, sophisticated financial, right? Because DeFi is so simple. Yield farming's easy. We need something really sophisticated, something intellectually stimulating like options chains. Get off the gas. I promise you this. Let me see who wrote it. Oh, one name. Listen, no one is such a good journalist that you can go by one name. Hania, you're a fucking idiot. And you don't know anything about, doesn't matter. I'm going off on I'm creating a rant where there wasn't a rant. but like that's someone that doesn't understand. I promise, I guarantee you, Hania can't explain anything in DeFi in any kind of intelligible sentence. It would all be a bunch of madness gobbledygook. They have no clue what they're talking about. Anyway, but all that is to be said, I do think options chains are coming. And for those of you that own the assets, the underlying assets in a retirement or an IRA or whatever, it could be another option for you guys to generate some yield by selling options, selling out of the money calls underneath. By the way, if you have cash in account, you can sell cash secured. You should be able to sell cash secured puts. So you can sell the puts underneath where you'd like to be put in, and you can sell the calls way out of the money. And Zafiro will be quite pleased. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Brady and his ex, they got racked on that one. But I don't blame Brady. He's kind of a dummy. I mean, he's a super cool. He's like cool, but he's not like the sharpest tool in the shed. Like if you hear him talk, you don't go, "Ooh, this what's he gonna invent next?" That's never crossed your mind when you hear Brady talk. You're like, "Oh, he's good at football. He's good. I mean, he's great. Like, great." All right. Let's call it a day. So, we talked about a lot. We talked Twin. We talked Libra. We talked in Libra. We talked Ripple's win. We talked FTX settlement, the hoovering up of cash. And apparently the thing where when you get in trouble, they then tell you don't ever do the thing that's illegal again because it's really illegal now. That kind of, I guess that makes everybody feel good. Well, they told you, Ripple, no more unlicensed security sales or no more unregistered security sales. Well, that's already illegal. Yeah, but now it's really illegal. We got our eye on you. Anyway. Franklin Templeton's tokenized money market, which is going on to another spam network, which I don't think makes any difference. It's really just a kind of a press moment, but it's still kind of cool that they're tokenizing government debt, which like makes sense. And then ETF option chains coming, maybe. All right. Market cap, end of 2024. Hard to say, buddy. I don't know. I can't even predict if I'll give a prediction. I'll give a final prediction. So my prediction would be if everything MT Gox has been settled, I think we could be between 3 and 4 trillion on the total market cap is what I think. And yeah, oddly, I mean, I don't think RWA to the moon. I think all assets will kind of currency equated moon because they're just going to be printing. But remember, during an inflation, you need to be buying stuff that's priced in debasable currencies. And that's when targeted use of debt becomes a strategy. If you know they are hyperinflating the currency, like they're not, but if they were, I mean, I guess you could say that they are quite inflating the currency. Well, they're debasing the currency. If you know a currency is getting debased, okay, and it's part of your business strategy to borrow, because when you borrow, it's a fixed amount. It's not adjusted for inflation. And you know that you're going to be accepting income that will scale with debasement and inflation effects, then you're paying back that debt, that right now debt, with cheap future debased dollars. But you better know what the truck you're doing, buddy. And you better be sure that they are debasing and that your income tracks that debasement. Because if it doesn't, you don't win. You just mopo. Don't be mopo. The more governments get involved, the smaller the chance of major bull run. No, not true. I don't think it matters. The crypto space is still kind of small until we're not even the size of gold. Crypto is not even the size of gold. And what is gold? A bunch of people with dentures that watch CSI Las Vegas reruns? Like, what is gold? It's between 7 and 11 trillion. Gold. So until the crypto market is between 7 and 11 trillion, ain't nothing happened yet. I mean, you have companies that have the higher market cap than all of crypto. So we're nowhere near big enough to where the government could stop any kind of bull run. 16 people can get together and create a bull run in crypto. And as Jim Cramer says, there's a bull market somewhere. That is probably the only thing that Jim Cramer says that's accurate. Anyway, that being said, stay in school, don't do drugs, don't do anything. My poor insolvent drunk, struggling on meth grandmother, who is definitely a grifter. Or remember, what would Yuki do? Haunch you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk Lieb. We'll talk in Lieb. Hopefully we'll talk twin. I don't know if they'll let us give the date, but cool things on the horizon. So smile. It's free. And actually, you know what was funny? It's free to be nice. And to which Wolverine said, it's also free to shut the fuck up. And on that note,
if you're an accredited investor and you want in on angel, seed round, or early round equity and token opportunities in the artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency space, schedule an interview at nickblacknext.com. In life, you can either be really good, really lucky, or just be first. Being first is so much easier. Schedule a digital private client interview today at nickblacknext.com.